What's poppin', boss gang? Welcome back to CEO Prince Reactions. So look, y'all. We almost at 1K, y'all. We almost at 1K. I'm so excited. You feel what I'm saying? But look, this for the new ones here. For the new ones here, y'all. This is how we do it, right? Bomb. Oh snap! CEO Prince dropped a video. Let me go look. Bomb. You watch the video. You can watch it all the way to the end, please. And bomb. Okay. Hey, react to blah 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 blah. Bomb. I get a notification on my phone. Oh my god, I gotta go home. I gotta stop cooking. I gotta stop playing video game. Let me go react to the video. Go to my computer. Okay, what was the video? Blah 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 blah. Oh, time to record. Click. Welcome. You feel me? That's all it takes, bro. That's all it really takes. All I need y'all to do is go ahead and hit the comment section, tell me what video y'all react to, and that's exactly how it plays out. I'll be trying to get over here to react to it for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how it goes over here, y'all, for y'all new subscribers. But today we have Carmen Pritchett official documentary episode 1. All right, so we about to react. Damn, episode 1. That means she must have more episodes coming. Okay, so I'm about to react to episode 1 of Carmen Pritchett documentary. You feel what I'm saying? We about to get right into it. But before we do, like, comment, subscribe. Simple. It's free too. Let's get it.
Hello, my name is Carmen Pritchett. I'm 22 years old, and a lot of y'all may know me from Carmen and Corey.
CC4L, Corey.
Carmen.
And we coming to y'all with
CC4L. I like that name. Y'all should have kept that. CC4L. Okay. Y'all got DK4L. Now we have CC4L. Why y'all stop? Dang.
intro video.
Corey long hair.
Let the fans know about us, what we'll be doing around the channel.
But I'm gonna start off with.
Bro, like, is it me or do I know this is not, like, I don't know, like, if I'm tripping, but do Corey look like Steve Urkel to y'all? Like, you know how when Steve Urkel turned into that cool dude with the, yeah, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like that's what Corey look like to me, bro.
I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Well, I was there majority of my childhood. I came to Alabama when I was 10 years old. Okay, yeah, so we in Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama right now, and this is basically where I grew up since I was 10 years old. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and I had my jobs and everything before YouTube. 5 years old, my mama left me for 5 years, and when I say left me, it's not that she was being a bad mom, she just left me. She left me to go, find like a better life for us, a better life for me, that knowing that I'm the only daughter. So, during the 5 years of her missing in my life, I really wasn't aware of the things that a mother could possibly do for a daughter,
I ain't gonna lie, some things I never understand because I didn't go through it, you get what I'm saying? So I don't really understand what she mean by what she said. But y'all help me in the comment though.
I'm almost here, guys, and this high school brings me so many memories because I really had a lot of friends, and I was really cool with a lot of teachers. This is where I really became of me really just building friendships with a lot of people. So it's like I had a bond, but my mama broke all my bones, y'all. I'm gonna show it to y'all.
Oh, I thought she said bones. She said bonds.
High school. This is where Carmen came from freshman year. Because
did she say bones or bonds?
I really had a lot of friends, and I was really cool with a lot of teachers. This is where I really became of me really just building friendships with a lot of people. So it's like I had a bond, but my mama broke all my bones, y'all.
Oh, it sounds like she said bones the second time.
This is called George Washington Carver High School. This is where Carmen came from freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, y'all.
Oh,
okay, guys, so here's my high school.
But ain't nothing. I ain't gonna lie, pulling up to your old school with the Range Rover on Forgiatos. Come on, bro. Life ain't life lit. I'm telling you.
George Washington Carver High School, and I was here from 9, 10, and 11th grade year, y'all. I used to wait on my mom to come pick me up right there. I used to see with my girlfriend just chilling, And one time, this is what made my mom mad. One time I was sitting there, and one of like a random guy, well not a random guy, but he was my friend. He had his arm around me, and that's what made my mom want to transfer me to another school. But in this high school, y'all, I learned so much. Because of this high school is why I wanted to do Air Force. Because I was doing that ROTC, I was competing with other school, I was doing that all the day. I was doing that in this high school, and I learned so much. And I felt like by the time I got to this high school, it's when my English started getting better also. Because, I always had a translator with me all the time. But when I came here, it was like, Carmen, you on your own. My freshman year, I did so amazing. Yeah. I was a good student. I never really had F or D's or C. I stayed on like A's and B's majority of the time. But I feel like the only reason
I could never. I feel like staying on A's and B's is hard, bro. I never stayed on A's and B's.
Mom didn't really like me in this school is because, especially like juniors will just leave that school because it's so easy for you to just walk out, literally. Like from the front office, you can't walk away. But if you go to that door right there, it's come from the gym. So from that gym, everybody's easy to just walk in the parking lot and everybody just walk to the McDonald's that we just passed by. So my mom, I don't know what happened, but somebody told my mom that they saw me walking to McDonald's during class time, which it was a totally lie. I never left school to walk like that. I never did, guys. But I used to just be right there. My mom embarrassed me in this school multiple times, and I want to make sure she tells y'all that.
My mom embarrassed me at every school, baby. It's all good.
Screaming me to come on in Spanish. Everybody looking at me like, Carmen, you in trouble. But it was more like she wasn't really cursing at me, but it's just the way she just pulled up and like, get your over here, basically. So, and then when I was in RTC, I used to put a flag up here every morning, and I would get out of school at 2:45. And I would come and take the flag down.
Hello, how you doing? All right. I looked for somebody's video telling like what we got going on out here.
You not have history in this school.
Gotcha. She left us and went to the park crossing over there.
I didn't I didn't live. My mom took me. My mom took me away.
She should not have taken you away. She should have left you here.
She took me away, and I was so mad. I was hurt. I cried.
We got you. We missed you. Put some clothes on before you catch cold. All right, we good. All right, yeah,
Thank you.
No,
So
dog.
that's Principal Hall. He like, he was like this with me. I was like his little daughter. I'm gonna take y'all here, and this is it's
First of all, you ain't had to check her about her clothes on camera, bro. I don't know. I feel like you kind of violated.
Pantry, warehouse. This is more
Well,
like
that one we talking
when
to.
people like put everything in boxes like cigarettes, chips, juices, candy, and they put in the trucks, and they just they deliver that. I started working here as soon as I graduated high school, which was at 17 years old. I started working here, and that was because my mom knew a friend, and they kind of got me in like quick. Okay, so this is where I was working, and the only thing I did not like about this job, I felt like this job was very for guys type. Because I would clock in at 12 evening, and I just never knew what time I would get out. I literally would get out like at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then I have to come right back at 12. So this right here, like we used to come and sit outside for lunch, which on lunch days, y'all, it was very like limited. Like they would just give you 15 minutes to just break.
Yeah, that camera good, boy. What the hell?
Inside, they don't have no fans. There's no heat. So when it's cold, you have to really come like with a whole bunch of jackets, hat on, thick fans, everything, because your hands will get freeze in there, y'all. So during the time of me working here is when I met Corey. So when I met Corey, he used to like come right here, park outside.
Yo, look at Corey, y'all. What the fuck? Yo, look at Corey, bro. I don't know if because I'm zooted or that shit was hilarious.
There, y'all. So during the time of me working here is when I met Corey.
Yo, Corey looked like Steve Urkel, the cool version, bro, in that one episode when he turned cool, bro. I swear, bro.
So when I met Corey, he used to like come right here, park outside, and just wait on me. That's crazy. That's the sign of the break is over, actually, y'all. Wow, remember me growing up.
See, that's slavery, bro. What the hell? You got a bell when you gotta go back to work? What the fuck?
I had a close relationship with my dad. I definitely did because he was the only one in my life during that time with my grandma. And my grandma, you know, she was a little bit old, so it wasn't so much she could possibly do for me. But during that time, I was going to school. You know, I was in school, you know, getting my education and everything. That's something that never missed in my life was education. I always had it. So, you know, during that time of me just being with my dad, I remember it was just finna be my birthday. It was finna be like 5 days before my birthday, which I was gonna turn 9. So before I turned 9, it was a thing where my daddy didn't stay with us. You know, my dad didn't really spend time with us. But I always look at things like things happen for a reason. So now I'm gonna take you to the house of basically where I really grew up at, because this house has a lot of memory, and I'm kind of sad that my mom, you know, they had to move, but I know for a fact that I'll always remember these houses. always. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna take you there. Y'all gonna see it for yourself. Let's go.
That's the trenches. The trenches. Rosa L. Park.
Don't do that.
I'm be on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
So how y'all recognize me?
I see your face.
My
The
face.
first time I see, I said, that's Carmen.
Oh,
I know your
damn.
face.
Okay, I came back. I was doing like a bureaus of basically where I come from.
I said, Carmen might be loud. Where's she going?
When some situations happen, that's the question that we always ask. Why?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. With the kind of money Carmen got, I roll up in my old hood in a Range Rover, bro. Them niggas might hate me, nigga. That's just how bro it is. Niggas gonna hate you, boy. Niggas will hate on you.
We just
Quick.
never really get the answer. So the time me being with my dad, it was more of like, this is my superhero. This is my mom. This is my dad here. Like he was the one taking care of me, taking me to school, make sure I had food in my plate, doing all of that. And I was only his daughter. So 5 days before I turned 9, you know, I didn't hear from my mom during that time. I usually calls like twice a week. Maybe once a week without her calling me. So I was just wondering like what happened. Maybe she just got busy, you know. So it was this night where I guess my dad was drunk or some way got drunk, and he decided to spend the night at my grandma's house, which that's where I was staying. And I remember he asked me if I could just lay next to him and sleep with him. It was more like, okay, yes, you know, I get to have like a little love. That's what my mind said. But as the night was going by, it seems like things just got a little bit weird, and I just couldn't understand like what was happening at that moment. So it just happened so fast, you know. It happened so fast that it will always be a thought in my head. It will always be the feeling in me. It will always be the memory in me. You know, like I would never understand how can a father do something like that to his daughter. So that time.
Cause he's a pedophile, he needs to be dealt with, bro. Y'all know how I feel about pedophile. That is disgusting. Why are you touching your daughter? Your daughter, something that came out of your penis into your wife, and then y'all made a baby together, and she came out to be your daughter. Your bloodline, nigga, your next generation. And you is so sick in the head, you decided to touch her. I don't know how, like, what kind of brain cell, what kind of trigger is that? Like, what the fuck?
You know, he took advantage of me. So it was more of like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I was allowed to scream. I didn't know if I was allowed to run to my grandma and say anything. I didn't know. I was just speechless. I was just like, okay, what's next? You know, I didn't have my mom. I couldn't reach to my mom. So that night, after
I feel so sorry for her,
you know, we still stayed there. But the next morning, when we woke up, well, I woke up and I realized he was gone. And when I woke up, it was like, you know, blood in the bed, where I just felt like, okay, this is not right. Yeah. been here, which I usually come here a lot. So basically, this house, my stepdaddy, because you know he's from Mexico. So let me tell you real quick. My mom is Honduran, my dad is Puerto Rican, so I'm mixed. But I always said I'm Puerto Rican because when I say I'm Honduran, a lot of people's like, what is that, or where you really from? So I just say I'm Puerto Rican, which my daddy is. But my stepdaddy is the one that really build the houses and like do a lot of construction things. So anything that we need in a house, he would definitely get it done. So we used to live here for, I would say, wow, maybe 7 years we lived here. And guys, the crazy part that in this house, I'm gonna take you this way. Come right here and I'll show you exactly like what really happened in this house, because I will never forget this house. My parents don't live here anymore. They just moved to a house temporarily because my daddy is building a house from the ground. So they're just staying there until he's done with the house. But this house caught on fire. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Christmas day, because you know Christmas for us is the 24th of December. So this house caught on fire, guys, and I don't know how everything happened, but everything just happened so fast that all I remember is my mom kept like calling me, and when I opened my door, it's like all the smoke came in, and it was just like nowhere for me to get out. So I felt like I started getting weak because I was breathing like all the smoke. So like my daddy was able to get out, my brother got out on his own, but my mom took me out of that window right there. My mom took me out of that window. She broke that window, and when she broke the window, like she dragged me, and that's why I have my marks right here, which this is where I had stitches at right here, and I have another one on my knees right here, which that's where it came from when the house caught on fire. And I remember when the ambulance and everything came, it was like right there, and I was so weak because I felt like, damn, I really like had all the smoke in me. So after the house got burned down, we went and lived in an apartment that my daddy's boss gave him temporarily until we get a house again. But my daddy decided, because my stepdad is such a hard worker, he decided that he was gonna rebuild the whole house again. This house used to be like a nude color. After it got burned, then that's when he decided to do this blue with white. But this house was like rebuilt all over again when it got burned. Because when it got burned, everything was just like destroyed inside. I wish I had pictures of that, but I'm gonna ask my mom if there's anything that is left from that. But yeah, so this is where my brother, my mom, and my stepdaddy really like grew up at. And from here, I used to go to Carver, and I used to go to the job that I just took out. Everything's really just...
I ain't gonna lie, thinking about it now, bro, I feel like we all gonna have that time in life, that near death time in life, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If you haven't reached yours yet, I ain't gonna say just know your time is coming or your day coming, but just know like you have to be strong in any situation, no matter what. Make sure you survive. You get what I'm saying? I've been in a lot of situations where I almost died and I had to make a decision to survive. Make a decision to survive, man. Do what you gotta do.
Here, like really close. This is where I grew up at. This is where I had CJ. This is where I came when I was 7 months. This is exactly where I came, and I spent my last 2 months here with my mom and my daddy, because during that time my brother already moved out with his wife. So see, you remember this house, y'all, because every time we'll pull up like right in the corner, CJ would just look, because he remember this house. So CJ already got memories in here. This way my baby basically was born. My mom and my dad never had a good relationship. It was never like a husband and wife relationship. It was never that. It was always my mom just on her own, taking care of me and my brother, which is the oldest.
All right. Well, for my mom, I know it has been hard for her to raise us, because basically she has been by herself all of the time, you know. And first she had me at a very young age. She was 13 years old, so you can imagine how bad it was. And when she had me, she didn't have nobody. You know, as soon as she walked out of the hospital, she had me in her arms, and she didn't know where to go, what to do, you know. And despite that,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm getting sad, y'all. Like, damn, this shit make you wanna cry, bro. Like, damn, bro. I ain't even reacting no more. I'm real deal watching it be like a movie. this was greatly edited, greatly recorded, greatly put together, bro. Like, I feel like I'm watching a real documentary on Netflix and I'm about to cry.
She was in so many medications not to get pregnant again. Somehow she ended up getting pregnant again 3 years later by Carmen. And she wasn't ready for that as well. So you can also, kind of feel like what she was going through. So, me and Carmen, we've been like going through so much. She knows the struggle, I know the struggle. So where we are today is definitely a blessing for us. Especially to know that my mom isn't going through all of that stuff that she used to. My mom brought me here first because she left me with some of her friends. I was bad. Like, I had a bad conduct, so I would jump from family to family to family, so I was never like stable in one place. So she left Carmen with a very close friend of her that she was a principal in a school. But Carmen has always been nice or sweet or whatever you want to call it. So she never had any problems. So that's the reason why she brought me first. And then later, she decided to go get Carmen. And she started raising us here. She didn't have any money. We basically was living in a room. And I don't know how she did it, but she always had us a roof where to be at.
So I wasn't able to go all the way like in because the security said, I get all off camera. I would say the biggest jab that I have, I used to get paid, I would say by roughly 700, 800, 900, sometimes 1,000 if everything was like good. But that was if I would come on weekends, because I used to work from Monday through Friday, but overtime it would be Saturdays and Sunday, and I used to do that multiple times. This is where me and Corey used to work together because I got him a job there. He was clacking in and clacking out. And Corey never did overtime, y'all. Corey's so lazy. He never did overtime.
Hey, overtime to bust overtime, boy.
Heavy.
Hey, if you working a job, bro, bust that overtime, bro, and invest the rest in yourself. That's what I do now. I'll bust that overtime, then I invest the rest in myself. Whatever I work in overtime, that's what I use to grow my channel, my life, everything about myself.
Like, it had like metal, like it was bad. Because I used to go home and cry to the fact that like my feet used to hurt, my back used to hurt. But the good thing about it, like almost at the end of like by me leaving this job, they named me the team leader, which means because I speak both Spanish and English. So they named me a team leader, and I was like the right hand of the supervisor. So my job kind of came like a little bit light. It wasn't so much heavy, but I still feel like I was doing jobs like that I was supposed to do. But yeah, so this is the job that Corey made me quit, and we quit the job, and I was super happy. I guess I was satisfied with my $900 or $1,000. My mom was very, very strict. And when I say strict, it was all the way around, like with boys and girls, because some girls she would not like knowing they like, okay, they're bad influence. See, look, they drinking at a young age. That's what you're gonna be doing. I don't want you to do that. Look, she just had a baby. You gonna have a baby. So like, when she see that was going on around me, she did not want that to happen to me. And my mom's biggest fear was always, don't get pregnant at a young age. Before I turned 18, I wanted to sneak out of my house. And I got caught. The first time I tried, I got caught. And that's how my mom became like 10 times stricter on me. And they put screws like on all the windows. Like literally, all the windows had screws. Even from the smallest windows to the biggest windows in the living room had screws. And I seen my daddy doing it. Like my daddy used my stepdad, he used his drill to put screws there. And I'm just like, I'm in jail basically. So I don't have nothing to do but go to my job and come right home.
Man, my mama and daddy would never go to that extent, bro. Your ass is getting a whooping. Your ass gonna know not to go outside that damn window, okay? My parents was tearing my ass up with that belt, okay? Stitching cord belts, getting a whooping. It ain't we ain't none of that. You can get your ass whooped. You feel me?
Basically, that's what my lifestyle was as a teenager. So it was like my mom always tell me like she had a vision of what type of boyfriend she would like for me. Because, you know, us Hispanic are kind of like different from everyone, and our parents are completely different. So she had a lot of Hispanic friends that had daughters, and their daughter would just be pregnant and they like single mom. So my mom was like, if I went through that, I don't want you to go through that, because now it's like you're repeating my cycle, and that should not happen, because I brought you here to have a better life than what I had, you know? So my mom never put me in birth control. She never talked to me about sex. She never told me what protection was, what
but your dad was touching you.
She never had those type of conversations with me at all. And with time, she explained it to me that it was because she did not want me to feel free that I could just have sex with anybody or just be having sex. Because if I'm protected that, okay, I can have a baby, her mindset was like, okay, she can just have sex with anybody and I would not know, you know? So my mom, like, every day I would go to work, she tells me the same thing every day. As soon as you get off work, come straight home. As soon as you get off work, come straight home. So before I even get out, I would let her know, like, okay, today I'm getting out around this time. My mom would be the type that if I text her and let her know that I won't get out until like 3 in the morning, my mom will take her butt to my job at 2 in the morning, make sure that I'm still working. Because my mom, she had trust issues, you know, and she just wanted to believe that what I'm telling her was true.
Damn, your mom was that strict while you was how old was she?
So I just couldn't do nothing. And I feel like the more strict she was, I did kind of like want to try more things, but I just get caught every time. This when Corey came in the picture, I remember just like it was freaking yesterday. Corey, I had went over my friend's house because I'm already 18, so I was allowed to have a little freedom, you know.
So she was younger than 18. Okay, that's she right. Your mama right.
It was a trailer. We posted like a music video. We were just dancing, and I didn't pay attention that the location was on. So when I posted the video, the location was there. So I guess that's what caught Corey's attention, and Corey started liking my pictures. So I was like, okay. So I started liking his picture back. But when he DM'd me, I realized he DM'd me like a whole year ago. I'm like, oh wow. You know, and I responded to him before, but it would be like 3 months after or 4 months after.
Damn, okay.
I'm like, I never would get a boyfriend like this. So when we started liking each other's picture, he slid my DMs, and he was like, I would rather to get to know you instead of liking my pictures. Corey always been, since 2016, Corey always been such a sweet guy. You know, like he always been the type of guy that when you get in a relationship, you wanted this guy to be just like Corey. Like, I used to brag about it. I used to be like, dang, like, this is what any girl wants in a man. Like, he just come randomly flowers on your door and bring flowers for your mom. So, as the time was going, you know, my mom was like, okay, who is this new guy? You have to introduce him to me. So I'm like, well, this kid's name is da-da-da. He's still in high school. That's, I think, the only thing that my mom wasn't so good on it, that he was still in high school and I was still in high school. Like, I was the man in the relationship. So, and when I found out that he was still in high school, I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, you 18, why you still in high school? I graduated when I was 17. Why are you still in high school? But then he had told me that he had surgery, something happened that kind of like stopped his school. So when he came back, he was kind of late on it. So when my mom met him, she had my brother to translate, because she just couldn't trust what I was saying. So she had my brother to translate for her and just ask him questions like, what you want with my daughter? Like, what do you see in her? Like, who are you? Like, where you from? Where's your family? All that type of questions that a parent will ask. But my mom, for some reason, started liking Corey, like, instantly. Like, my mom just seen something and Corey was like, oh, I like him. He's very humble. He's sweet. He's very caring. He trying to wing me and doing this, doing that. So my mom, I was like, oh, he's doing the right thing and he's going the right way. So as time was going by, I got moved from this job to another job, which was the honey plant, which was like a car plant. And you know, it was like car parts and all this stuff. But as I moved there, me and my mom got into it. So when me and my mom got into it, I decided to move out. And when I decided to move out, I went to this trailer park. I went there and I got this, you know, a room in a trailer with strangers that I didn't know. It was a lady, but she was so caring and lovely, y'all. And when I moved there, the place wasn't a place where I felt home.
Dog. I like this. 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 Hey man, that was a good. Hey, I couldn't even react. I couldn't even react. Like I couldn't even like say nothing. I wanted to watch it quietly, bro. But yo, this was really good, man. If y'all like this video, man, make sure y'all hit that like button right now. If you made it this far, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, man. We on the road to 1K. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. 1K, yeah, we almost there. And make sure you leave in the comments. You let me know what videos you want me to react to, man. We out.